Hello, everyone. This is Henny Espinosa from Just Wish Foundation. Today, I'm so glad that we are joined by Quan Nguyen, founder of Viet Dreams. It's a charitable organization dedicated to making a meaningful difference in the lives of children in remote areas of Vietnam. Thanks for joining us, Quan.
Thank you for having me.
So, Quan, tell us about the beginning of Viet Dreams. Tell us what prodded you to create this nonprofit.
Actually, I have been going back to Vietnam since around like 2007, yeah, around 2007. And then I have been going with different charities as a volunteer, right? And every time I went back, usually I'm going to bring something with me or raise fund in US. And a lot of time, people use that fund for different things. I mean, I'm not saying that it's wrong, but it's not the way that I would like to have the fund, distributed or granted out. And also, I saw a lot of need in Vietnam for clean water. So I came, when I get back to US, myself and several friends back then in 2010, we sit down and say, yeah, why don't we just do something else that not a lot of people is doing it, at least in Vietnamese community in US, not a lot of people doing clean water at that time.
By
doing that, I mean,
sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
by doing it, as I mean, just clean water only, because a lot of people, they do it too, but then they would do other things too. So we try to be like, try to specialize just in clean water from A to Z.
Great. Tell us a little bit about your background, Quan. Where were you born and raised, and kind of why you're so connected to the Vietnamese community?
Yeah, great questions. I actually I was born in Hanoi, Vietnam, in the north. Hanoi is in the north of Vietnam. I was born there, and I was born to a family with all the musicians. Pretty much all we did is playing music. I went to a music school, academic school in Music Academy of Hanoi since I was 7 years old. But I started playing when I was 4, 7. I went to school until I'm 22. So I stayed pretty much a long time in Vietnam. I saw a lot of things happening. I saw how people was struggling with life, right? So that's actually, make me have this decision of making or having Viet Dreams. So I went to US when I was 22. After about 5-6 years, I started thinking that, now I was kind of like settling in US. I had a job, I had a family, so I would love to give back somehow. Even though back then, the fund that I had was not a lot, right? But we started out very small, with collecting monies from friends, $20, $50, but now actually it's much better. So I when I came to US, actually I went back to school after 14 years of studying music in Vietnam. When I came here, when I came to US, I actually went back to school for 8 years, and I got a master's degree in computer. So my major was networking, and I have master in information technology management. And then I have a job at Ohlone College right after that. I've been working for Ohlone College in Fremont, which it's a community college. I work in IT department, supporting we call eCampus, which is online education, pretty much. I've been working there for 20 years now.
Wow. And of course, this is in the San Francisco Bay Area. And
in San Jose, in San Jose, that Bay Area, yes.
Yeah. So, but you stayed in touch with your Vietnamese roots, right? Even if you were already based in the San Jose area in Northern California, you still kept in touch with your with the Vietnamese community, right? And that's
Oh
why,
yes, yes.
yeah.
I mean both Vietnamese in Vietnam, of course, right, and Vietnamese community in US or the Bay Area, um, because I'm a musician, so I'm just happened to be a musician. So I travel a lot. I play music for our communities, for all the big organizations. I actually joined several organizations to raise fund with my
Okay.
music. So I came in as a music person. So a lot of time. That's pretty much where I started my uh, charity work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people can come in with cash, with money,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
food, but I came in with my music,
That's
playing
great.
music, playing my violin. So I started with that.
That's
So
great.
I'm very connected with my community
Mm,
in the Bay Area too.
mm,
We we actually I have several friends who actually have a organization too, going back to Vietnam. Some actually doing education, some doing uh, human trafficking
mhm,
project, a very famous one in I think they based in Oakland, no, not Oakland, in Milpitas too.
mhm.
Um, Probably you know about them too. Yeah, so very connected, and then a
Uh-huh.
lot of time we work as a team.
Yeah.
So for example, like this project that I'm in Vietnam right now, I'm collaborate with Operation Smile
Mhm.
Vietnam office, and then we have been working for the last 2 years.
That's great. That's great. So tell us about the children that Viet Dreams helps. Tell us about the communities that you guys serve.
So we have been working in Vietnam since 2010. Now, in Vietnam, as an NGO coming from US over to Vietnam and working officially, right? Officially, I mean you not gonna get arrested, or you're not gonna someone not gonna someone when you go to a village, no one actually gonna
Mm,
stop you or ask for paperwork and things like that. That's mean officially. So as an NGO from US come to Vietnam, you have to have a permit. So
mm.
we actually have a permit to work in several areas in Vietnam. um, so the children, the student, and yeah, pretty much the kids, most of them from kindergarten to 14, 15, some is 18. Most of them are uh, ethnic minority. So a lot of them actually they don't even speak Vietnamese.
Mm.
That's my community, right? I mean, our community. We work with them, so especially in clean drinking water, right? We specialize in clean drinking water, and we targeted that community, the ethnic minority and people in the remote areas of Vietnam.
So these are in the mountainous regions of Vietnam.
Yeah, in the mountain areas, a lot of them is in mountain area, or especially the community close to the borders of Laos or Cambodia,
Hmm. And
or the
it's
areas. Yeah, go ahead.
so it's so important, Kwan, for you to bring the services to them, knowing that living in remote areas, it's sometimes tough to get the services that they need.
Exactly. So we actually bring the service to them, but not only bringing the service to them, but we also teach them how to maintain it. Teach them uh, what we call in US it's sustainability, right?
Mhm.
So we're gonna give them fish, but then we also teach them how
How
to
to fish.
do fishing, how to fish too. So that's one of the our mission. Uh,
Mhm.
we went to those areas and give them the tools. For example, the clean drinking water. We set up a very big commercial clean drinking water connected to whatever the resources that they have, the river, the wells, and then bring it in. But then at the same time, we ask them that they have to maintain the system. They have to look for a resource, for example, like someone in charge of the system. Every 2 months, our team member is going to stop by. Every 2 months. We're going to stop by and say we're going to have to make sure that the system is working. And also, we also ask them that they're going to have to put in a small amount of money into the fund when we build it, so that they know that they're responsible for it. They own it, not like a gift.
Yeah.
So not like a gift, so they can sustain it, right?
Yeah.
And then also we have an MOU with them so that the system cannot be removed ever from this location. If they remove it, we find out, we're gonna come back. And of course, on the paperwork, we have all the, official government, members of the village or the province sign it also. So that make sure that the system is not going to be removed. And if it's removed, then we're going to take that system and bring it to somewhere else, install it somewhere else, right?
Yeah. That's great. So it teaches them to be invested in their own communities, teaches them to be accountable to their own communities, to be responsible for their communities thriving, which is great.
Yes. Yeah. And then at the same time, we always call it brainwash. It's kind of, it's very straightforward, right? Brainwash it. What it means is that brainwash them to make them adapt to a new way of living, right?
Yeah.
So because most of the kids or the areas or the schools or even orphanages where we support, the kids actually like very small. They're 3-4 years old up to 15, 16, 17, right? So we even install it at the some kindergartens, elementary school, middle school, and very small amount of high school. So what we were thinking is that back to the brainwash, we want to make them feel that this is a must. This is a norm, a new norm. This is normal way of drinking water, of living. So because they're going to spend a lot of time at school or even, the community hall, right? They're going to stay there for a lot of time, like very early in the morning until afternoon. So 8-10 hours, they're going to stay there at school, at that area with the clean drinking water. Now, once they get used to it, when they get home, probably they're not going to drink the water directly from the wells or directly from the river, right? Like what they used to do. And then at the same time, they're going to go back to the parents, say, I'm not going to drink it, and you shouldn't drink it too, hopefully, right? So it's the same time they're going to sustain it. It's a way of, new way of educate their community when they're very young. There's like a blank page of, a clean page of, paper.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
great.
we want to educate them like that. So
yeah, that's awesome. So besides your clean water initiatives, what other major projects does Viet Dreams have?
So we since 2010 we've been doing clean drinking water. We've been installing it for about 330 machines now, now. And every 2 months we go back to that location and do cleaning and maintenance, benefiting about 150,000 kids.
Wow.
About that. So that's our main project. That's the things that we're very good at. Beside that, in the last few years, we started working with Operation Smile in Vietnam, working with the cleft palate operations, the surgeries, and then also the dental mission, which is, what I'm going to do in a few hours. I'm going to travel to Hue to do that. So for the dental mission, we usually going to come in we're going to pick a school and then call everyone over, or we're going to have a bus, bring all the kids in. Tomorrow, we're going to do about 5,000, right?
Wow.
I mean, the next few days, we're going to visit about 5,000 kids. what we're gonna do in dental mission is that we're gonna clean their teeth. We're gonna fill it. We're gonna pull it. Put some fluoride for them for the teeth, on those teeth for them, and do some basic education about dental activities, right? Like brush it and floss. A lot of them actually don't even brush their teeth. And many kids in the past, when we visited these areas, they never seen a dentist. So they're very scared. They never see a dental machine, those tools. So they're very scared when people put something in their mouth. So it's very important, right? Especially when we come to them, because they live far away in the remote areas, and they don't have a way to first, you have to pay, right? If you want to go to a dentist's office, you have to pay, and they don't have money. They don't have a lot of access to those. So we bring it to them
for free.
We do this. This is a second year. Yeah, for free, of course. Yeah. All the funded from Viet Dreams. We provide the fund, and Operation Smile Vietnam actually collaborate with other doctors and dentists in Vietnam to do this project, a medical project with us in Vietnam. Yeah.
What are your future projects? Future plans for Viet?
Future plan? Oh, that's I have a lot of plans, but I when I first had Viet Dream in 2010, I say, if ever I'm gonna have $1 million in my bank, in Viet Dream's bank, then that's gonna be wonderful, and then I'm gonna quit my regular job and I'm just gonna do it, right? But now, it's 10 years, 11 years later, we still don't have that $1 million. But we saw that actually $1 million actually it's not enough. If you go and do it, $1 million probably enough for a year or two, right? To do all the projects in the remote areas like what we're doing right now. So the big plan is that we hope that we can do actually 50 to 70 system a year in Vietnam. Our system costs around like $2,500 up to $4,000 each system, and then we have to pay around $50 for the transportation and the tools and things, equipments for maintenance every 2 months for each system, $50. So we have 330 machines right now.
These are the clean water systems, right?
Clean drinking water, clean drinking water. So we have to, every 2 months, our team's gonna have to come in those location and then remove the filters, clean it, make sure the chemical is still good, and look for the wires, pipes not broken, things like that. Every 2 months, they have to go to all that 330 location around Vietnam. They have to travel around. So back to the big plan. We want to raise more money to do system, maintain, and then at the same time, I really want to have some kind of vocational school. I don't call school. School is too big. Vocational area, center, so that we can train all the people at those areas that we install the system, right? They can actually study some basic skill so that they can come back, and then we don't have to pay those maintenance fee for our team to go around, right? They can actually take care of themselves. And at the same time, our team can train them too, what to do with the system for the basic things. If the system is broken, then yes, our team gonna come in, but then that's gonna save a lot of money for our team. We can use that for a new location. That's another plan for future. And of course, other plans for our team is that we can do more projects like we are doing with Operation Smiles. Operation Smile has been, every year they have 25 of this kind of missions. 25. Wow. So they actually have a group of 42 to 50 doctors and dentists go around Vietnam 25 times a year. This year, 28 times, including our project. So 28 times a year. And each project's gonna take about 4 to 7 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So we hope that we can have enough funds so that we can join them and collab with them in future.
Yeah.
Because they're really good at what they're doing, which is medical missions. For us, it's we just gonna try to expand more in our water project and education, which is vocational training center for our kids.
I think what's great about Viet Dreams, Quan, is that you guys, as you said, collaborate. We collaborate. That's how you get things done. You collaborate with one another, and what you guys do is not just to give immediate help. You give long-term help, and you allow people to help themselves. You allow people to be independent and like I said, accountable to their own communities, to their own future. And I think that's a very special kind of help that you guys are giving, and it's for the children.
Yes,
who are really our future. And us at Just Wish Foundation, we are just so inspired by what you do, and how you guys rally the community to also do their part to help these communities, these remote villages that really lack access to the help they need. And at Just Wish Foundation, we want to do our part. We want to send in a monetary donation to Viet Dreams, and just we want to just be your partner along the way. So I hope we have built this relationship, and we can continue to help more communities. And we really just root for you guys as you fulfill more of your missions to these villages and to the children of Vietnam. So thanks so much,
wonderful.
Juan,
Wonderful.
for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for the donation too.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Juan. We'll talk soon.
Bye.